2021, and you know what? I'm looking for some good food. I'm trying to eat. You know, sometimes I work these late nights, and over there at the AM station, I'm trying to find somewhere to eat. Well, guess what? There's only one place I really need to go, and that's Henderson's Chicken. Miss Linda runs it, and it's a top quality organization. And if I want fried chicken, I'm going there. I'm not going down to visit the Colonel, and I'm not going down to Louisiana because they have terrible service there with their chicken. No, you want the best customer service, the best fried chicken, the best everything. It's at Henderson's Chicken. They got quality level chefs. They're like gourmet chefs back there. We had one in studio, and this guy is trained, and they make the best fried chicken that will melt in your mouth. Macaroni and cheese to die for. Goodness, you want Henderson's Chicken. It's on Grubhub, so if you don't even feel like leaving your house, they'll come deliver to you. All the locations all across DFW, it is the best fried chicken. Of course, the official fried chicken of bFb. Henderson's Chicken is where you want to be. Back to you, Walt.
Thank you, EA. It's great to have you back in the studio cutting those promos.
That's right. That's all.
I feel like maybe we need to get you recorded.
Yeah, I know. We probably need to do that because
when you're away,
I'm away, it suffers.
Yeah, it does. It suffers bad. Miss Linda's always curious what's going on.
This golden throat here.
I don't know if that's what you want to lead with.
No,
having a golden throat.
No. But I know another thing. Dan Quinn is the defense coordinator for your Dallas Cowboys.
You mean your Cowboys, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
Everyone's
your Dallas Cowboys. Your Dallas Cowboys. That's who you got.
See, I wish. By the way, Tovash, the esteemed third member of the group, should be here. He said yes, sir, when I asked him is he coming. That's all I got was yes, sir. And I'm talking about
that's all that needs to be said.
Okay, so we'll see if he shows up. But I kind of wish he was here right now because, you know, he's probably gonna hate on Mike McCarthy more. And I'll say this: I am very upset with Mike McCarthy on the way he handled the last game of the season. I never got a chance to say it, but that one move where he did not challenge the play was the stupidest thing he could have ever done. And I'm just gonna say, Mike McCarthy.
Why are you beating up on McCarthy, man?
No, only on this, and I'll say this: he's made some questionable decisions this season. I will say, going into 2021, I'm still giving him my support, and I still want to see what he does this next year with the full normal year, normal Dak, everything back to normal. We'll see, but I'm only giving him this 1 year.
Wow. I guess it's up to you.
But I've always said that.
You are the face of Cowboys Nation, so I guess you do have some pull to try to.
I've always said, I always said from the beginning, I want to give Mike this year. These 2 years to give me a. Like, I said this year was a freebie. You got a freebie this year. Next year's where it counts. But I was on board with the firing of Mike Nolan because Mike Nolan to me was a stubborn SOB that just did not want to do anything. He wanted to do his way or the highway, and that's why we didn't see Randy Gregory start playing toward the very end. So I'm glad they fired him. I'm glad they fired Jim Tom Sula, even though he's funny. I'm glad they got rid of him. All right, new regime.
Oh, he's a comedian.
He seemed like
he's a funny guy, huh? Telling jokes when they're losing.
Apparently he can't coach, but he can tell
jokes, huh? Telling jokes when they're losing, huh? Great guy.
Then they go hire Dan Quinn, and I'm like, because there were better options. I kind of wanted Marvin Lewis or Wade Phillips. That would have been nice.
Well, you know you're not getting Marvin Lewis. Remember, he was only here for the Rooney Rule that one time.
Yeah.
Before they hired McCarthy.
Yeah. So that would have been awkward.
We had him here for affirmative action.
I think that would have been awkward if you brought Marvin Lewis to be your D coordinator under Mike McCarthy. Wade Phillips would have been nice because Uncle Wade.
Why would Wade come back? Remember you said
Garrett's gone though.
Remember you said he was incompetent. Remember he
didn't know he's coach.
Yeah, as a head coach. So
we're talking about defensive coordinator.
So a guy who you disrespected as head coach, you want him to come back as your coordinator.
I'm not hiring him. Gary's hiring him. He won't interfere with me.
But you want him though. Okay. You wanted him
as a defensive coordinator,
right? But when he was the head coach here,
not as head coach. Oh, incompetent head coach. Good head defensive, probably even great, elite even. He's done wonders across the league with his defense. Why he's on the street right now, I don't know. And he's on Twitter right now asking, by the way, at Son of Bum. Are you campaigning for him or something? Uncle Wade.
Oh, now he's Uncle Wade.
He's been Uncle Wade.
Wow. But when he was getting fired,
he's a nice little uncle that you like, but you know he's just not good at the full. He's not daddy. He's uncle. Now. Dan Quinn. Everybody's kind of like, oh, okay, Dan Quinn. He might have sucked as head coach.
But he was the lead, he was the guy at the forefront of Legion of Boom, right?
That's where I want to get at. I'm glad you brought that.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's talk about it.
I kind of researched this a little bit because at first I'm like, okay, Dan Quinn.
Wait a minute, you did research?
I did.
Wow.
Because everyone kept talking.
Get my pen ready, Cap. I'm gonna get my pen ready.
I saw some negative reaction to Dan Quinn and from some credible guys. I'm like, well, let me look into this. All right, so Dan Quinn, we all remember Chris Richard, right?
You didn't like him either.
I just didn't like because everyone thought, oh, he yells. He's a great head coach. Oh my God, bring him in. I'm like, that's stupid. Anyway, Chris Richard. Him and Dan Quinn have a similar style of defense because Chris Richard coached under Dan Quinn, right? It was Chris Richard who took over for Dan Quinn when Dan Quinn left for Atlanta, right?
Right.
And everyone's like, well, Dan Quinn did so great with the Legion of Boom, but was it the players or was it Dan Quinn? And then I realized Dan Quinn didn't even install that system because guess what? He's not the granddaddy of the Legion of Boom, Walt. There's another guy.
Who is?
That's Gus Bradley. Now, you might not know.
So should we go get Gus?
Well, I don't know. Again, here's the question. So, first off, Gus Bradley was brought in 2009 to be the defensive coordinator for the Seahawks. They had a terrible season, and Jim Mora Jr. was fired. Pete Carroll's hired, and Pete Carroll retains Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley's the head coach from 2010 to 2013. And from that time, he got the Seattle defense to get better by every year. They got better. And that's why, because they drafted guys like Earl Thomas and Richard Sherman, of course, Cam Chancellor, some of the proponents of the Legion of Boom. Then Dan Quinn takes over as defensive coordinator. Why? Because Gus Bradley goes over to become the head coach at Jacksonville. So then you have Dan Quinn. They went back-to-back Super Bowls under Dan Quinn. So everyone's thinking, oh, my God, it's Dan Quinn. He's the architect. But he wasn't. That was all started by Gus Bradley. So what did Dan Quinn do? Is he merely a figurehead that just stood in there and he goes, oh, I'm here. I have a talented secondary of a talented defense with all pro players. How hard can it be? Of course he looks good because he had talented players. So this comes to my point, Walt. It doesn't matter who your defensive coordinator is because with the talent is what you need. Talent is exactly what makes people run in the NFL. And if you don't have talented players, you're not going to win. That's as simple as that. Because God himself probably could have, you know what? God himself is probably the only coordinator to come in for that Dallas defense and make it work.
I don't know if this is breaking news or not. Did you know who Gus Bradley signed with?
Who?
Oh, wait. He said just signed. Kat, can you hit the breaking news sounder over there real quick? You know. The breaking news.
The one that you think is breaking news when it's not.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Thank you. Go ahead. Play his.
Thank you, Kat.
Yeah, this is a different one, but okay.
Thank you, Kat.
I guess.
Thank you.
Wait, here we go. Here, I got you.
You want?
This is the real.
There you go.
News. He was playing some election center stuff back in the day. I was like, whoa.
Thank you, Kat.
Yes.
Coming in live from Mr. Hughes, one of our Facebook followers. He says Gus Bradley just signed with Las Vegas Raiders as their defensive coordinator. Gus Bradley.
It's too late now.
Yeah. So Gus Bradley.
You see kind of where the patterns, because wasn't Marinelli in Las Vegas, and isn't that kind of the connection? They all run the same damn fucking defense. It's a 4-3 traditional cover 2 defense. They all kind of run similar variations. Dan Quinn, he might be good here, he might not, but in the end, it doesn't matter. It's about talent. If you don't have talent on your defense, you're going to have a shitty time trying to stop offenses. That's as simple as it can get. So it doesn't matter if Dan Quinn is your coordinator. Again, I don't know if Dan Quinn deserves all that credit with the Legion of Boom because Gus Bradley kind of established what the Legion of Boom was. But Dan Quinn or not, that defense is horrific. And you're going to have to upgrade not only on the linebacker position, but you're going to have to upgrade at safety. And mind you, I've heard something about this, that they probably need to invest in a safety because Dan Quinn needs a safety for his system to work. And they don't have any safety, so good luck.
Make sure you call him Ferd is what he wants you to call him. Ferd. I've heard of Mr. Hughes. He said call him Ferd. That's what we're going to call him, Ferd.
Ferd?
Yeah.
Ferd, okay. Ferd?
Yes, Ferd. You heard the man. Call him Ferd.
Okay.
Now,
so I'm not. Again, if you wanna, this is not a really big break. Look, he's an upgrade over Mike Nolan, but anything was.
Why you got? Well, listen, this guy. I mean, listen.
I know
He's gonna bring you guys Earl Thomas like you wanted.
He's not gonna bring Earl
Maybe
Thomas.
you can get Richard Sherman or something like that to come. Maybe we can what they call it, Legion of Boom 2.0 or something like that.
I don't want the geriatric version of Legion of Boom. I don't need these old ass players coming onto the defense.
What do you
Give me
want?
a fucking listen.
What do you want?
Listen, give me a fucking break. Stop with this idea that I know your name, so that means you're gonna be a great player. That's football.
Well, that's what you guys do. That's what Cowboys Nation does all the time.
well, the
You hear a name and you say, "I want that guy."
Yeah, that's not just Cowboys Nation. It's all football fans in general. Majority of football
Maverick
fans.
fans
Remember
too.
this. Remember this. Most football fans don't really know what they're talking about.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't even know sometimes what I'm talking about.
I don't know. I don't know if you want to put that on camera, but we know. We know. Wasn't a secret. But how many times have I told you fans are idiots anyway?
I know. And listen, just because Earl Thomas, he used to be an all-pro player. Great.
Yeah, go get him. Go get him. You guys, listen, Cowboys, your side of the ball needs a lot of help. A lot of help.
I love how it's still my side.
Yeah, you like the defense. Remember, you didn't want to. You didn't want to pay Zeke because you wanted to pay defense.
No. I wanted the money saved so we can upgrade the defense.
Right. You didn't want to pay Zeke.
But Stephen Jones clearly didn't want to do that, and he paid Zeke, and now we're kind of fucked. By the way, how's our salary cap situation going? Because this idea about upgrading the defense and making talent is going to be a lot harder this year. Because first off, there's nobody really in free agency worth spending all the money on. It's not going to help you unless you want to spend big money, which you won't have the big money because. You have that little contract negotiation with Mr. Dak Prescott you have to deal with that you could have signed him almost 2 years ago, but instead you let your running back dictate things. By the way, that running back didn't do. I mean, he was okay this year, but fumbling the ball a lot and all that. But anyway, that's beside the point. He's your guy because you paid him a lot of money.
Didn't your side of the ball pay Jalen Smith too?
Who?
Jalen Smith. Didn't you guys pay Jalen Smith?
Oh, that was a great steal.
Great
It?
deal.
Yeah.
Great deal. And if I can quote him correctly, he's going to be back next year because all you need to do is watch the tape on him, and you'll know everything you need to know about him coming back
By the
next
way,
year.
Jalen Smith needs a PR person stat.
Why?
I think he's on his own right now. I think his agent doesn't even lets him talk all that. He needs to get an agent or a PR person to get him. It's like, hey, learn how to shut your mouth.
Why does he need to? Listen, what did I tell you about Jalen Smith? Jerry likes Jalen Smith because no matter what, Jalen Smith is always around the ball. He's always involved in the play.
Why Jerry likes
whether he's getting burnt, he's getting toasted, he's getting mixed up. But at some point within the play, you at least say, damn, Jalen Smith within the play. Jerry likes that. He gives Jerry 1,000%. Jerry loves it. He don't quit on Jerry.
I think the real reason why Jerry likes him is because he's an internal optimist, just like Jerry is.
Yeah.
And I think Jalen's optimism is a little too much.
What do you mean?
It's a lot.
I mean, he's swiping. Listen, he's the only one got the energy. He's swiping the ground on bad plays, even if they didn't do anything. But he's the energy guy. We can't count on Sean Lee because he's never on the field.
You know what? Oh yeah. Well, hey, it's okay. He's done.
Is it official?
I'm pretty sure it's official.
I don't know. Pretty sure. I need to know is it official.
He might be coming back as your linebacker.
You see, listen. You know what I like about the Eagles?
What?
They don't hold on to people.
Yeah,
they get
do.
rid of them.
Yeah, they do.
The only person I say they got, they let Deshaun Jackson let him come back. They've held on to Alshon Jeffrey too long. But the Eagles, they'll let you go in a heartbeat. Cowboys, we want to hold on to Jason Witten. We want to try to hold on to your guy, Tony Romo.
Listen.
We want to hold on to this coach, and we want to hold on to this player, and hopefully that he'll turn into a coach.
Hold on. So you're an advocate for the Eagles now?
No, I'm just saying I like what they do. No. You see how easy it was for them to fire the head coach?
Hold on. Aside from winning the Super Bowl, which was the biggest fluke in sports history.
No. That ain't a fluke.
That's a fluke.
They beat Tom Brady.
Yeah, because Nick Foles somehow did like a magical power thing, and he got all the.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Because there's no way.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself. You sit up here.
If you played that Super Bowl run over and over again, they would never do that again. That was the biggest fluke. Okay, and
how was it a fluke, David?
Outside of that, the Eagles organization is trash. They have a trash ass quarterback in Carson Wentz, and now, by the way, because Doug Peterson's gone, they're thinking of keeping Carson Wentz now.
That's what they did. That's why they got rid of.
That's stupid. Carson Wentz needs to go. He's not good. Okay.
Do you not understand? That's why they got rid of Doug Peterson so they can keep Carson Wentz.
Doug Peterson is the reason why they won the Super Bowl. He got Nick Foles somehow to win a Super Bowl.
Hey, listen. Who ties the salary cap the most right now?
For the quarterback,
Carson Wentz. So if you got to make a choice between Carson Wentz and the coach who don't make that much money, Who you gonna get rid of?
So you got rid of the coach so that Jalen Hurts can beat out Carson Wentz in training camp, and
that's not gonna happen. They're telling you, just like they got rid of Nick Foles, just because they got rid of Nick.
Just right now, Jalen Hurts will be the starter day one next year.
Not with the new coach coming in here.
He will. There's going to be a huge contingent of Eagles fans.
You don't understand.
They like what Jalen Hurts did.
They did, but they got rid of Doug Peterson because he didn't play.
I'm telling you right now. Then good, please, Eagles.
Why are you against Carson Wentz playing? That's a good thing. We want Carson Wentz on the field.
I'm just saying that's a stupid decision by them. But yes, please let Carson Wentz, let that garbage can, the human personification of a garbage can, come out and be the starting quarterback for the Eagles, because they're the personification of trash as a team. Okay, of anyone, they're a trash organization.
If they can't trade him, he playing. He costs too much money.
No, but going back,
you got to get your money's worth out of that.
Going back to the Dallas Cowboys. Their defense, this is going to be maybe I originally thought a 2-year process. This might be a 3 to 4 year process before you can overhaul this defense. They have to get really lucky in the draft and get some really. I mean, it starts now. They got the number 10 overall pick. Hopefully, one of these really good cornerbacks slides down towards them. But other than that, I've heard some of the best in the business that do drafts, Jeff Kavanaugh, and they're like, there's no game-changing defensive player in this draft. There's good players. Huh?
What about Surtain?
I don't know if he's going to be there for you.
At 10?
Yeah, I don't think at 10. I think maybe
Who's drafting the cornerback that high?
They're going to be teams that are going to draft it that high.
Not that high. Not in the first round of the 10
maybe
pick.
7 or 8 or 9.
That's quarterbacks and linemen. Okay, hey, when's the last time a cornerback ever went that high?
Cornerback?
When's a cornerback safety?
Morris Claiborne, number 6 overall.
Who else did it? Besides, who else did it? I was just going to say. Oh, wasn't it the Dallas Cowboys?
Patrick Peterson.
Okay,
that's a baller.
Okay, what number was he picked up?
I think he was in. I know he's in the top 10. I don't know if he was 10 or not. But
nobody. The teams that are above them, they going for offense.
We'll see. I mean, that's not entirely true because if you have a really great pass rusher in there, Khalil Mack. I mean, look.
What's the name? They probably going for Miami probably going for a receiver. They probably gonna get an Alabama guy. Oh God, them in Houston. Them in Houston getting Alabama guy. Yeah. Or Deshaun Watson from what we hear. Because they keep talking about Tua trying to do a trade with Houston and Miami for Tua and Deshaun Watson. I'm just saying whoever.
Well, regardless, that I would love that if that receiver came.
Miami's drafting a receiver this year.
Yeah, I know. Of course they are.
They're drafting a receiver.
Here's the thing. I think that the Cowboys, it's going to be a 4-year, regardless. So it's going to be a 4-year process to overhaul that defense. Dan
Quinn's only here for 3.
Yeah, he's got his work cut out for him.
Well, you said 4, so he's here in 3.
It's a 3 to 4 year process, and I think that hopefully they can jumpstart the process. Maybe next season, in the upcoming seasons, they can upgrade finally during free agency. Because if they get some money, I just don't know. I don't see this defense getting better this season, though. You're still going to have a very, very below average season. But that's okay, though. That's okay, Walt. You know why?
Why?
Because they don't need to do that much. As long as their defense is presentable, as long as they're okay, if they're below average, they're just better than, let's say below, right there. Not the worst, but somewhere in the middle. Your offense, when Dak's healthy and that entire offense is healthy, they're going to be unstoppable on offense. Kellen Moore's back. Dak Prescott is going to be healthy. I think they're going to do wonders on the offensive side of the ball. You see how much CeeDee Lamb grew? You see all that? You see Michael Gallup become a man?
I'm being told to ask about why not build around Vander Esch. Why not build a compliment Vanderbosch or Vander Esch? I think he's saying Vander Esch. Yeah.
Oh, what does he mean? Get a linebacker?
Yeah.
I mean, we should get another linebacker. Jalen Smith sucks. I mean, that's it. And then everybody else on the
I wouldn't say
everyone
he's
below,
just not.
Everyone underneath them. I mean, Joe Thomas, he was, he's older. He was, he's not going to come. I don't know if he's going to come back or not, but he was a much older player. And everybody else is just really young. They're just not ready to step up it. Maybe Luke Gifford, that young linebacker they got, he got injured, so maybe he'll get some playing time this season. They need to draft. They should draft another linebacker if there's one presentable there.
What if just the defensive scheme was bad for Jalen Smith?
No, it wasn't. It was just how stupid he was.
Well, I'm just saying.
Well,
it was a couple years ago. He was playing just fine.
Yeah, something happened to him.
Yeah, they switched to defensive
No.
scheme. Nobody played good on defense.
He didn't play good last year.
Nobody played good.
No, last year he didn't play well last
How
year.
How good was the defense last year?
Okay, overall the defense was bad.
Okay.
Yeah,
And then in that year they cleared out
No, but again, last
Richard
year,
and
yeah, okay, fine. But then we're going back to that scheme again. You know that, right?
right now.
Dan Quinn and Chris Richard run
Okay,
practically the same thing.
Maybe he will thrive. He did.
He didn't thrive last season.
Okay, that was just one season.
Listen,
he did fine the year before. He was good the season before that.
2018 is the 1 year where you can say Jalen Smith kicked ass. Other than that, nothing else.
Whose defense was he under?
Same defense.
Richard, right?
So you're saying but then what about last year?
I don't know about last year. I'm not.
What about this year? He looked lost.
A lot of players look lost this year.
Not as bad as Jalen Smith.
All of them look
Not
bad.
as bad as Jalen Smith.
They all got burnt and toasted every play. So and they all kept saying, "Well, we switched to defensive scheme." Even Jerry said,
"We got breaking news."
Oh, we do. We do. Listen, this is probably one of my favorite parts tonight. I'm glad he's here because we get to talk some Cowboys with him. As join us right now in the studio, it's pickup time, guys. Freshly faded. He's here at Tobox10 on Twitter, ladies, where they talk God, sports, and porn. And I'm curious, how you doing today, man?
How we doing, guys?
Pretty good. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Hatless?
I was in a rush.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, y'all.
It's rare when I see you without a hat. That's
How you doing, Vosh?
I'm good.
Like
I'm wonderful. Yeah, it's a good polo, sir.
Oh, I like that. He said it's a good one. Hey, listen.
I couldn't tell the difference.
He called me a hater. He's like, Vosh be hating on my shirt. He's like,
No. My game plan is to try to get you to hate on me.
Okay.
Because I be hating on your polos.
I would say this though. Why is this top
Yeah,
one?
you didn't see the new thing? The coaches in the NBA are doing this, so I feel like I'm a coach in life. So I was like, I got to imitate what my guys are doing. I coach you. I coach everybody.
You coach us up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, then I'm Jalen Smith because I'm not listening.
That's not true. You made it to the big leagues because of my coaching.
Oh, okay.
Do you remember that? You remember that?
You did kind of get to
see
to the show.
Yeah, see, that's I seen Eric Spoelstra rocking. And I was like, that. You know what? Maybe I need to start getting like the coaches in the NBA.
Well, I'm glad two of us you're here because we got to get your take on the Cowboys.
Well, let's just call it what it is. He was in here hating on Jalen Smith.
Okay.
I was just being real and saying that it's going to. Dan Quinn's here, but it's a 3-year process to get this defense overhauled. Mm-hmm. And my main point was, first of all, we went into the whole thing about Dan Quinn. I did some research. He's not really the architect of the Legion of Boom. Because,
I said he was at the forefront. I didn't say architect.
He's not the architect because a guy named Gus Bradley was there before. He's the one that started it.
And then, I don't know if you know this, we had breaking news. Gus Bradley has officially signed to be the Raiders defensive coordinator.
Okay, so who drafted the players behind the Legion of Boom?
I'm guessing it was Pete and Gus Bradley. And, of course, John Schneider, the GM for the Seattle Seahawks, is still there.
So shout out to the scouts.
There you go.
Who really never get that kind of credit. Yeah. Dan Quinn and Gus Bradley and Pete Carroll, y'all just had players. Yeah. Let's not forget where these dudes actually come from. They pretty much develop skills on their own, and then they get quote unquote coached up by some of these knuckleheads out here who's been in the game for years and years, decades and decades. So let's not really give Quinn and Gus Bradley and Pete Carroll the credit. Let's give the players and the scout team the credit for finding these dudes first of all.
And so I'm guessing you're going to agree with this point. I said it doesn't matter who the Cowboys bring in. I'm glad that it's better than Mike Nolan, but it doesn't matter because in the end, talent is what wins in the NFL. And if they don't have a talented defense, what's the point?
I think, especially for this particular organization and football team, talent is everything. But getting over the hump is the next thing that they probably need to focus on. And I think that, sorry, Kat, I think that what needs to happen now, you always heard Gary talk about finish the fight, finish this fight, finish this, that. Let's dial it back a little bit and let's play it step by step. Let's get the players in here first, and then we focus on can we get like y'all, I just heard y'all talking about Jalen.
Yeah,
can we get Jalen pretty much in play diagnosis stage first before he just runs anywhere, and then all of a sudden just does a swipe out of nowhere. Let's put Jalen Smith in good positions and pretty much good places to win games and to apprehend defenses to call something out. Can we put Sean Lee and keep him on the field?
No, we needed to take old Yeller behind the woodshed on that one.
Well, but stuff like that though. I mean, even Layton. I mean, like this particular linebacking crew ain't helping you win games, and so dumb. I think that we got issues there too.
They're dumb.
Yeah,
they're dumb. They're dumb. They're dumb. They play dumb.
I just don't understand why we're calling players dumb when they switch the scheme up on them like that.
Okay, well, fine. That's fine. Okay, you keep bringing up that up. Okay, they switched the scheme up this year. That's
he doesn't want to go. He doesn't want to leave.
Okay, but that doesn't explain Jalen Smith because Jalen Smith was doing these dumb things last season when they had the old scheme, and it was the same scheme they had in 2018 when he excelled. So Jalen's doing something on his own where he's just kind of just doing his own thing. Somebody's telling him, or at least in his mind, he's thinking,
we got paid.
I'm just gonna run full force and hit people because that's what I do. I mean, the guy doesn't go near it. He just kind of waits till he sees a big pile of people, and he goes, "Okay, cool," and then he just runs into it.
Like one of his main goals, as the position player that he is to call out defenses, is to actually diagnose defenses. It's to tell us where that running back is going, or where that where that tight end is going. Hell, or where that quarterback is going. I've seen countless times where he's been in wrong positions. Yeah, it's an indictment on him.
The whole defense was in wrong.
That's an indictment on him.
Okay.
Because if you see 27 back there, that's the guy that actually makes
Diggs, right?
plays. Yeah. Okay. That's the guy that actually makes plays. 90 makes plays. 90 tells you, hey, your running back is going to get the ball. Let's go ahead and stop him back there behind the line of scrimmage. So you got a few players out there, 94, you got a few players out there making particular plays, but when I see Layton, I can't really give him any grief because, I mean, he's not really on the field, but I see 54 out there 16 weeks. There's a reason why you're not banged up, sir, because you're not always, giving us your everything.
Oh, that's another thing, too. He doesn't miss games. Jerry likes that, too.
He doesn't miss games because he really doesn't. He's not there. He's there at the end of plays. I need somebody to be there.
I just said that. I said Jerry likes him because
he's that guy in your crew that when you get in a fight, he's egging everyone like, oh yeah, you just say it from the background, but it's Tovash. Like it'll be like Tovash fighting, and I'll be like, oh yeah, Tovash, get him. And then at the end when he's on the ground, I kick him. I was like, yeah.
Or Jalen is that one in the fight. I mean, pretty much when y'all go to the clubs or whatever, and all the big boys fight. He's the guy after the fight that's talking mad shit to everybody else.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do now, huh?
But I'm just saying, Jerry likes him because he at some point he's always involved in the play. Whether he's getting burnt, toasted, scored on, whatever it is, he gives Jerry 100%, and that's why Jerry's gonna keep him around.
Well, that's fine, but you know what? Going forward, we're not gonna. It's gonna get. He's gonna get more exposed. Dan Quinn. Listen, everyone's going to focus on Dan Quinn. Like, oh, I like this or like that. I don't like the hire. It doesn't really matter. He's just a guy here. That's it. Dan Quinn is just maybe a better person for the job than Mike Nolan because Mike Nolan was a very stubborn person and he didn't want to adjust. He felt like his scheme was God's gift to earth and he's going to stay with his scheme. And clearly it wasn't working, or at least they didn't have time to learn it during the pandemic. So regardless, and he was the scapegoat. Let's make no question about it. We had a bad season. They weren't going to fire Mike McCarthy. They already brought back Kellen Moore. So who else are you going to blame? Jim Tom. They took Jim Tomsula and they took out Mike Nolan. Everybody else is kind of up in the air. That's
you say he's a fall guy. Mike Nolan was.
Well, who else are you going to fire?
He was the fall guy for last year. I mean, there was somebody you had to let go. I mean, because the players that you're actually calling out, those guys are on the contract. Mm-hmm. So, I mean,
listen, your head coach first year, not going to get rid of him. You look at your offensive coordinator, and that was the one guy in the spot that everyone liked, so they brought back Kellen Moore. Everybody on the offensive staff did their job. They just had rash injuries. On the defensive side of the ball, you look around and like, okay, you fuckers are the ones messing up. So which one of you guys is the leader? Oh, Mike Nolan. Well, Mike Nolan, he's the dumbass who got hot sauce in his eye. Let's get rid of him. I mean, the guy was consistently making himself.
I was really debating if that hot sauce incident really is what got him fired. I was thinking about that. I was like, I think they saw that and was like,
well, he didn't wash his nasty ass hands because I mean, if you go eat and then go do a press conference without washing your stupid ass hands after eating fucking hot wings, You got a personal problem, sir.
Yeah.
That's the reason why we in this shit in the first place.
So,
you.
so Dan Quinn, I mean, I guess me and 12 of us agree. Dan Quinn, he's better than Mike Nolan, but he's not going to fix your problems because in the end,
He's got 3 years. He got a 3-year deal.
you got 3 years to go get ready. Because then, how about this? How about we let the scouts go back to work and let them pick the players and get back to working? Because I don't know if it was, and they probably started already. Because I don't know if Mike Nolan had a big influence on drafting those players this year. So let's hope that Dan Quinn doesn't have any influence either. Let's hope that the scouts, led by, what's his name? Will McClay. We'll say Will McClay, get back in there, do your thing, and hopefully maybe in 3 years our defense will be okay.
I mean,
Don't expect a Legion of Boom anytime soon.
Legion of soon.
So we got Kellen Moore for 3 years. So we got Kellen Moore for 3 years, and we got
Danny Quinn.
Dan Quinn. So they come in together pretty much.
Very much. But
So both of them get fired at the same time if it don't work. Is that what I'm understanding?
Kellen ain't gonna get fired.
See,
Kellen's not getting fired.
I think he got a bigger deal. Like I think that they really money whipped the shit out of Kellen Moore.
Because he would
I
have.
thought he money whipped them with this whole going to Boise State, but they can't.
No, that's called money whipping. Like
Yeah.
they don't want to let you go. Kellen was pretty much out the door. It's almost like the ex-girlfriend is leaning toward the
It's
new
funny
dude.
how they got that deal done, but couldn't get another deal done.
Right, but I mean, it's funny how they're leaning toward like the ex-girlfriend leaning toward the new dude, but she really don't want to let your ass go, so she gives you one more chance, type shit, and then you go, all right, babe, I'll be good to you, but she keeps the dude on standby. No.
Well, I will say this: Kellen Moore coming back kind of guarantees Dak's coming back, right?
Not
Where's he gonna go?
Yeah, there's one more year regardless.
No, I'm just saying.
There's gonna franchise.
You don't pay Kellen Moore to say, well, we're gonna bring in a new quarterback. Kellen Moore don't sign.
I don't think that part matters.
Kellen Moore doesn't sign a deal saying,
here's
well,
the thing,
you're gonna take my quarterback away, right?
Listen, I'm telling you right now, Jerry kind of lost all leverage when he admitted in an interview that Dak has all the leverage. Like,
No, he didn't. That was
yeah,
just,
he did. No,
that's what they call it, tongue in cheek.
Yeah,
That's all that
it don't
was.
matter. His agent's gonna be like, you already kind of told us that.
No,
So
he didn't. If he had,
You don't think his agent? You don't
if
think
he lost leverage, we'd have a
you don't
deal
you don't
done by
think
now.
You don't think Dak's gonna put that in there?
No.
They don't have a deal done now because they don't have to. They don't have to talk
Yeah,
right
they
now.
chilling. They got until like April.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just
They're
saying.
gonna-
June,
Well, they can't
some shit like
get a
that.
deal done now, but I'm saying we would
They
have had a
can
deal done at
actually-
the beginning of the season.
They can.
It can start right now.
Oh,
They can literally
Okay.
start
Yeah.
now. They just can't. They can get a deal done now because technically he is a free agent. The season's over. He is a free agent.
Unless they either franchise him or give him another deal.
So what they're going to do?
A deal.
Yeah. So basically, I think they can't technically sign anything, but I think right after the season's
Agree in
over,
principle.
once the Super Bowl's over, I think they can start like, hey, okay, let's just do some negotiating, and if they have a deal, then on the day when they can sign new contracts with their own free agents, they'll sign it.
I'm telling you,
March is when
You'll be
see some-
dumping bricks. You'll be shitting bricks if you find out they franchise tagged him, and that's what 38 on the books.
he's not gonna sign it. I wouldn't.
I would.
No, he has no choice. What's going to happen?
What are you? Yeah, I'd be like, what are you gonna do?
Well, no, but so he's going to sign it. He wants the money. I think he'll sign it. I honestly think he doesn't have to report to camp though, or doesn't do that.
Oh yeah, you're not gonna get none of that.
just what I'm doing right now. Okay, go ahead. I'll sign it.
Yeah. Hey,
Cowboys agree in principle to franchise.
Here's the problem.
Franchise Dak
Here's the
Prescott.
problem. If he doesn't sign it, what would happen? If he doesn't, let's say he doesn't sign it, right? He does that.
free agent.
He's not a free agent because the Cowboys offered. They still own the rights. They offered it just
For 1 year.
Yeah. Okay, so you think Dak will sit? Dak didn't sit last time.
Have you ever seen a 2-year-old throw a tantrum?
So
Or like a-
are we saying Dak's a 2-year-old?
No, we're saying
I'm
Jerry's a 2-year-old.
At this point in his career, seeing what we just saw last year,
Yeah.
feet going like this, American feet going like this.
Roll
Right.
Andy Dalton back out there.
We don't want to see.
Yeah, run Andy Red Rifle. Yeah, Red Rifle it out there. Remember, Vosh? Well, it's not going to be that much of a drop off between Andy Dalton and Dak Prescott. So go ahead and run it back out there. Bring the
You know what's
Nooch,
funny?
bring the Nucci back,
You know
and
what's
bring
funny?
Gil the G back.
You know what's funny is that there's a lot of people kind of think that way because I heard someone say, well, Dak was like 1-2 or something, or 2-3 before he got hurt, and then Andy Dalton is the one that got them in prime position. I'm like,
Well, hey, if he did,
I don't agree. But
if he did it once, he could do it again.
Let's not forget that Dak still has the locker room.
He does.
Dak still has the fan base. Dak still has the franchise. It's kind of like what I did to my daughter on Christmas. Give him the keys, bro. That's all you gotta do.
He did do that.
Like, all you gotta do is just give him the keys and sit back. I'm telling you, week 17, a couple weeks ago or last week or whatever, Jerry lost $200 million right on that particular day. I'm telling you, many of the fans had every intention of going to the pro shop, or going to the malls, or going to buy all this cowboy gear. And all of a sudden, when you continuously give me 30 years of, oh man, this sucks. And I want you guys at home to understand this. When you continue to give me like 30 years, 20, right now it's 25, it'll be 26 years of just, come on, man, year in and year out disappointment. You know what I'm gonna do? Man, I ain't buying that shirt, man.
Check it out.
I ain't buying that jersey. I had a pro shop gift card. I ain't buying that no more. No. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna tear this up. I'm gonna go get drunk. I'm gonna go somewhere else and buy my stuff. Like, people will jump ship every year. Thing is, if you stop buying merchandise and all this other stuff, they start seeing numbers decline, and all of a sudden it sways mentalities. So you might as well go and lock this dude up and give him what he's worth and what he deserves.
I'm going to tell you right now, the one reason why I think he will sign it, because you know how Jerry thinks. You know, I think Jerry
sign the franchise.
No, Dak. No, why Jerry will sign Dak to long term. Jerry thinks, you know, he's playing three-dimensional chess. You know, he's always thinking ahead of it, right? I think because he sees, okay, well, the pandemic hopefully will be over by the fall, right? And they're hoping that
Fauci says the concerts will be rolling back in the fall.
Right. Okay.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Well, vaccine. I'll be vaccinated
if they go by their plan, then hopefully they do. But let's just say hopefully.
I'm afraid we might be getting ready to go back on lockdown. I heard Clay Jenkins talk earlier. He goes,
not in this state.
We in the stay home, stay safe.
Did you not see that Tuscaloosa thing?
Yeah, but I'm talking about for Dallas. He was like, we are in
Tuscaloosa is Dallas, just a little fancy.
We are in the stay safe, stay home deal earlier. I was like, uh-oh.
Well,
we start talking like that.
Let's say things are somewhat normal back again in the fall. Okay, let's say it is. Jerry's thinking about that. He goes, "We're gonna open up. I want my franchise quarterback right there to lead a packed house of 80 to 90,000 people every home game. I need that back. I need us going back to the playoffs. The only way that happens is Dak Prescott. Right now, the only way he can get there to get back to the playoffs and have all these crowds come into AT&T Stadium and celebrate is that if Dak Prescott's their franchise quarterback, he has to sign him. There's no other way. There's no other way. He will sign Dak Prescott.
So we're sitting here talking Dak Prescott and Dan Quinn right here on Dallas on air. That's Walt. That's EA. I'm Vosh. What we got coming up?
Well, now we got to talk more football. Some games happened this weekend.
Excellent game.
Ooh, high school.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Because you don't want to go there because you know. You don't know anything about this.
Right.
You don't know about this.
Yeah.
We're going state.
Congratulations, sir.
We're going to state.
Who they playing?
I think Katie.
Mm-hmm. Okay, at least he knows.
And I don't know if you've seen it. Vosh has been at these games.
Yeah. Are you working him or just going?
Yeah, I'm just a fan.
Yeah, he's just a fan. That is rare to see. Vosh at an event where he's just a casual fan watching. In 2020 at least.
Okay.
In 2020 at least,
That part.
But yeah, he's out there at the game. He's soaking them in. I'm like, man, this guy's out there at the at first I thought it was a whole ballpark thing. I thought he couldn't let it go. Because, that's where the Rangers used to play. I thought he just couldn't
get teary-eyed every time.
Yeah, he just couldn't let it go. That's why he's there.
It's weird.
It is weird because, where a home plate was, it's like seats. And you like it. So even the field is like an awkward shape.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's a weird.
So we're going to talk about the NFL playoff games.
Yes, we're going to recap the NFL playoff games here next on DallasOnAir.com. I thought I was the only one that felt that way.
And it usually goes back and forth depending on who has the superstars. James Harden has dominated here lately. Back outside to Doncic. Misses again. Tipped outside by Dallas. Rockets look lethargic coming out of the gate, don't they? Going to try to stay with him. Nwaba's 6'5". He'll present some problems for him. Shot clock down to 8 seconds. Doncic hits. Harden giving it up. John Wall tries a three, and he gets it to go. Not noted for his three-point shooting. Harden. Dribbling more than he has been this season, but then I guess why not? No place to go. Good defense on him. Back on the drive. PJ got in front of him. Made the shot anyway. By Tucker. Eric Gordon has checked in now. He had 21 points in the last game he started, and he gets it to go. But we never got in any altercations because we were just too small. There's Wood. Great pass from Harden.
We'll altercate that, Bill.
Yes. Nice pick for Doncic. Gets it inside. Good recovery by Nwaba. Hardaway. 9-point lead by Dallas. 3 minutes left to play in the quarter. Doncic just bulldozes his way inside, and it's tipped up and in.
Doncic is the fourth fastest player to reach 1,000 points, 1,000 rebounds, and 1,000 assists in his career, so he's gotten off to a terrific start.
Harden gets it to go.
He has some ways to go before he's in mid-season form.
Woods now moved into the top 10, and there's a shot. Wow. Doncic outside. PJ Tucker guarding Hardaway on the perimeter. Now Tate guards Doncic, and he hits a three.
What a tough shot.
Boogie's used to that. Back outside for the shot by Trey.
Rockets going underneath the screens on the pick and roll on a couple different players for the Mavericks. It must be something that Silas knows about his old team.
John Wall to the basket. Cousins in there with Wall, Gordon, Tate, and Brown. There's Wall going again for 2 and 1. There you go. Back outside to Cousins again. Cousins on the drive over Cauley Stein. Missed it, got it back, slammed it home. These two teams will compete. John Wall back outside again to Eric. Eric on the drive, lays it off to Wood for the slam dunk. Beautiful ball movement by Houston. 5-point lead by Dallas. Brunson got into a jam, gives it up to Hart. You can't leave him in the corner. 8-point lead by Dallas. John Wall with the jumper. I don't think Dallas likes that style quite that much with Doncic out of the game, and Wood takes it inside for 2 and 1. Count the basket. Doncic. Shot by Richardson. Harden picked up his dribble. Now he gets it back from Wood. Alley-oop! Christian Wood.
What a pass. That pass was in the only place where Christian Wood could catch it.
Right back down. You got to find a shooter now. Doncic. Nwaba's all over him. Doncic makes it, and he'll go for 3. Hardaway backs off. Wood's got him on the switch. Hardaway shoots it over Wood, and he's hot tonight. Rockets have only made 3 out of 15 attempts behind the arc. Wall down to Wood. Back to the middle again. Wood picks him up on the switch. Doncic will shoot it deep. Got it. Doncic right by PJ Tucker, and a beautiful pass to Willie Cauley-Stein. 67-49, 18-point lead by the Mavericks as James just gives it off to Wood. Wall has taken the challenge on this possession on Doncic. Doncic, oh boy, what a brilliant play by Luka Doncic. And got Cauley-Stein a beautiful basket. Harden, nice pass to Wood, same thing. 2 identical players almost at both ends. Of 19 from behind the three-point line. Worst night of the season, and the Rockets can't stop Dallas's defense. Here they come. They double team him as soon as he dribbles it. He did get it out of there. They get it over to Nwaba. Nwaba lays it up and in. That's the way you beat it. Cousins got 2 of them by himself.
Rockets have 3 and the Mavericks have 3.
Harden hits a three-pointer. Need him to warm up. Nwaba with a pass inside to Tate. Tate puts it up and in for 2 and 1. Deshaun Tate. Eric Gordon gives it back. Harden gives it right back to Eric. He fires up a 3 and hits. Doncic all alone at the three-point line. Passes off. Brunson taking it in. Nice pass inside.
Yeah, that's what Brunson was doing all game last night.
Harden tries to tie it up, and it's in and out, won't go. Johnson with the rebound for Dallas. James playing a lot of minutes tonight. Hardaway with a bomb.
Whew, man, 5 for 6 from the three-point line for Hardaway. He's on fire.
Gordon from the parking lot.
Right back at you.
Straight up in the air on that defensive play. Wall to Wood. Still plenty of time for Houston, and Brown puts it up and in. I thought he was going to pass it. Full-length mink coat. He got off the plane in Houston. It wasn't quite as cold as it was in Detroit.
I bet.
Brunson puts it up and in. The only problem for Tex when he was at Houston, he had Calvin, Rudy, and nobody guarded Brunson then, so that's 2 in a row. Now he's back in. Hardaway from deep. And you can't give him a look tonight. Doncic. Hardaway to the basket. And that's from making all those three-pointers. He gets you out there away from the basket. Christian Wood working on Hardaway. Tipped outside to Harden. Three-pointer by James. Lost the basketball, but he lost it to one of his teammates and gets it right back. 4 seconds, down to 3, down to 2. Doncic puts it up and in. What a player. Doncic with a long bomb. Tipped outside. The Mavericks do a good job of that. Hardaway to the basket for 2 more. Trying to see if they can come back, but that Dallas defense has been pretty tough with a lead. Doncic to the basket. Got the rebound. Put it up for 2. Doncic now with 31 points, 15 rebounds, and 9 assists. Second game this season with 30 or more, and another basket by the Mavericks. Boy, I don't know what it is about those Rockies jerseys, but he loves to play against Houston. And Eric Gordon with a 3. Doncic a triple-double tonight. And Cauley Stein has it stripped away. That's the 26th triple-double of Doncic's career. Dallas jumped on Houston early and never got headed. They were able to keep that lead all the way as Doncic puts the icing on the cake. So, Bull, what do you think?
Well, entertaining game here tonight. The Dallas Mavericks really showed that they broke out of their little slump tonight. Good defense on both ends. Luka Doncic was amazing.
Cat, we got EA, we got Vosh here. Vosh, you got some merchandise over there? What you got?
Just trying to, be semi-corporate.
What's that? Some Mavs mask you got over there?
Mavs mask. Hit me up right now at Tobias 10.
Oh,
Mavs mask.
Look at that! Look at that! You give some hand sanitizer out too?
And some hand sand.
Well,
y'all dirty as shit out there.
Hopefully you don't sell like a half-used thing of sanitizer.
Brought to you by Heroes United. All proceeds go to Heroes United.
Oh wow!
Right.
There it is.
What did you just call that? WWE cheap load?
By the way, I'm already. She told me this at the beginning of the show, and I'm already excited. Cat will be Wonder Woman next year. So
Oh, Vosh, don't do that.
Oh, sorry, Jansen.
That was all on camera just now.
Oh,
No, yeah, I am. Yeah, I gotta get in shape for it too. But
I don't think you have that issue.
Yeah, I don't think you're far off.
I think. I mean, are you trying to be like actual Wonder Woman? Because that's probably.
no,
buff.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
why you dissing?
Kinda.
Oh no, just that she's an Israeli like super soldier by nature. I mean. Okay, Cat's got the guns.
Yeah, we see.
I'm just saying.
Well,
Cat, I sent you something over there. Actually, I told you one game. I think it's gonna start with the Colts and the Bills on that one because
I love you. You know what? Poor Cat. Like seriously.
man, you know what, man? I tried to set them in order. It just did not go.
I don't care about it being in order. I just want it to come through finally.
Whoa.
That's-
Well,
hey, I got.
It's funny. It's funny she says that because I'll send something and she be like, I didn't get it, and I'm like, but I sent it already.
That's what they all say, don't
Yeah,
they?
because if I send it, you
She's like,
she gonna get
and then she's like, oh wait, it came through, and I'm like, oh, okay.
I don't have that problem. When I send it through, it comes through.
When you deliver.
Well, don't even worry about it, Cat. I'm just
Shoot
gonna
your
go
shot,
into
EA.
it.
Shoot
I'm just gonna go into it. Some games happened this weekend.
Oh, sports.
Yeah,
Sports, yeah,
happened.
sports.
Sports happened.
Oh, that's why we're here.
Yeah,
That's why we're here. Exactly. Football happened is what happened. And should I start with a game that was pretty good, which was the Ravens and the Titans?
That was a fun game.
That was a very fun game.
That has birthed a new rivalry because I think Ravens Titans are now bitter rivals.
They
I
always
hope-
were because-
I hope they meet in the playoffs every fucking year because these two, I'm talking about these incarnations right now, they really don't like each other. I don't think they do.
Well, he
The way
said they
they're playing.
disrespected him. I think they tried to fight Harbaugh or something. That's what Lamar Jackson was saying. He was like, they got at our coach or something like that. After the last game
I
of
love
the
the
season.
Yeah, that was wait, yeah, because he went back out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he left the players in the locker room. So when Harbaugh went out, he went out naked. Not literally, but he went out by himself.
As you said, did I miss something?
And he tried to go at the other team, which is very, very admirable because of course this is the NFL. But I mean, for the players to pretty much show up for him, that was that was something to see. And then kudos also to Dez Bryant too for advancing. First time in his career. Right? Wait.
No, it's the second time.
Second
Remember
time
they
in
beat
his career.
they beat the Lions that 1 year.
Well, technically, yeah. Second time. This is the round that is cursed. This is the cursed round.
You just had to bring that up, didn't you?
Remember, this is the anniversary of the week of the
It's
anniversary of
also
the
an
catch.
anniversary of somebody fumbling the snap.
Anyway, hey.
Just thought I'd
Anyway,
throw that out there.
what I loved about the game was the fact that they demolished Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry had 43 yards rushing.
I thought I saw like 48, 49
Yeah,
yards.
I was like, goodness, like he was not a factor in this game at all. And by the way, look, Ryan Tannehill, kudos to him. He changed his career trajectory. But if you force him to become one-dimensional and have Ryan Tannehill try to beat you, you're not going to win that football game. You're just not. And that Ravens defense came out and they were playing lights out. So give them credit. The Ravens, they wanted revenge because last year was the number 1 overall seed. They had everything going for them and they got fucking clowned by the Titans.
They did. That was a revenge game.
It really was.
But how good was Lamar Jackson?
He was good.
He was better.
He wasn't like, oh my God, Lamar Jackson? Are you kidding me? No, it wasn't like the poop game. The poop game, the shit game. Where he had to go to the bathroom. It wasn't as good as that game,
Speculation, man. He had a cramp. Just keep it at that. Why you had to make it a dump game?
he took a dump. He took a big one. But again, it was a good game by Lamar Jackson. He had to do what was necessary for him to win that game. The Titans, to me, just I don't know what was wrong with them. The Ravens didn't they come out and stomp on their logo too?
In the beginning of the game?
Yeah.
Not sure about that part, but I did see the ending result when Marcus Peters caught the interception.
That part.
That led to the whole Ravens sideline doing the same thing in their faces as well. Like seeing stuff like that got my blood boiling in a good way because I'm like, yes, now we got playoff. This is pretty much the equivalent of Golden State versus the Chris Paul and the Blake Griffin LA Clippers of years past. So, I mean, this is fun to see a rivalry rekindled, Cowboys, Eagles-esque, But I mean, that was fun.
Next game.
Ravens go on a win. Oh, I know. I had a question for you. How'd you feel about Lamar Jackson not wanting to shake hands after the game? Is he a bad sport now?
So check us out. We used to do that too. When I went to Kimball High School, there was a thing to where if a game got too chippy and if you won like a really super competitive game and you win like pretty much going away, or if you win on a buzzer beater shot or whatever, then everybody just leave. Just let's go. Like our job is done here. Let's go. Don't even worry about shaking hands. No. None of that. Fuck y'all. We out. Let's go. And everybody just sprint to the locker room. So I got what Lamar Jackson was doing. When I saw it, I busted out laughing because it basically took me back to high school days. Very petty move.
You love this game.
That was petty. That was fun.
I subscribe to petty sometimes.
Yeah,
I subscribe to it. So I was all for that. EA. A game. I want to know. I want to go to this next game here because I want to know if you're gonna do the right thing and maybe apologize to my guy. You've been riding him pretty hard for a couple seasons now, and he went up to Pittsburgh and got a major dub in a major way. I'm talking about my guy Baker Mayfield against Pittsburgh with a 48-37 ass whooping.
Yeah, congratulations to Baker. The Browns played well offensively, but that was more like Big Ben Roethlisberger, who I have always said was kind of washed, and I always said all year long.
I got put up 48 points. I'm not trying to hear that. 48 points.
Okay. Wasn't one of them a defensive touchdown?
It doesn't matter. We got 48 points on the board.
Congratulations, but when Ben Roethlisberger turns the football over like what?
You got to capitalize. You got to capitalize.
It's 4 picks, but
four picks.
Capitalize.
4 picks went against him. But.
And four fumble, a forced fumble that he lost that went into the end zone for a touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
The Steelers were down 28-0, and it was only like 9 minutes left in the first quarter. That was pathetic of what the Steelers put up there.
My guy capitalized. That's all I know. He went out there and got
that. Was the Browns. Congratulations to them. They were teased. They had blue balls for almost half a century. And finally, they just exploded all over the Steelers. So, yeah, Baker Mayfield did well. I don't think it's going to last long, but...
Whoa. Why isn't it going to last long? I mean, who are they playing next? Oh,
yeah.
Sacrificial lamb.
Never mind, yeah.
I'm just saying. It was great while it lasted.
It was great while it lasted. The ride's over.
Yeah, no,
the Cinderella story's over.
I always said it. I thought the Browns were going to win because the Steelers were a pretender. They were a pretender all season long. It seemed like every week their opponent had COVID.
Cowboy Gil the G almost handed them an L.
Yeah.
When they were here.
So the Steelers were pretenders. I'm glad that I hope Ben Roethlisberger retires. Good riddance.
Yeah, Baker had 3 touchdowns for 263 yards.
He did well. He did very well.
Well,
he did well. What do you want me to do?
If Tony Romo had those numbers, you'd be through the roof, ecstatic. He had 3 touchdowns.
Because Tony Romo's Tony Romo. By the way, congratulations to Tony Romo.
I was waiting.
You are a college football Hall of Famer. He got inducted. He is. I'm so proud of him. Walter Payton Award winner. Congratulations, Tony.
Okay.
He's in the college football Hall of Fame.
All right, congrats. That was my guy, but man.
Which one of the college football Hall of Fame?
I want that gold jacket, not that silver bullshit.
He'll get it too. He'll get it too when people start to realize.
No, he's never going to the Hall of Fame. Sorry.
He will.
Shut up.
He'll get in.
For what? He didn't do anything.
What they'll probably end up doing with him, and he'll probably be the only person.
As a broadcaster.
He'll probably be the only person ever to do this because he's always been that guy. But they'll probably put him in dually, a player and behind the microphone. He'd be one of those only people that pretty much that can
get a gold
there.
Jacket. Don't worry, I'll be there.
He'll get there, bro.
I'll be there.
Okay.
So
anyway,
weird.
what's the next?
Next up is the Colts and the Bills.
That was kind of a boring game.
Was it?
Until the end.
It came down to the last.
The end was, but at the beginning, because I didn't watch.
The Bills skated by the teeth.
So I was at work when it happened. So the game was kind of getting out of hand. So I just kind of went into work and I started going on YouTube. Then I think I changed the channel and then I noticed, they came back. So I didn't really get to view the ending. But Josh Allen, I'm not surprised. I'm very surprised that Cole Beasley's an all-pro receiver, but congratulations to him. That Bills team is not to be messed with. I really think that Bills team is they're gonna give Kansas City some trouble in the championship game.
So you're
So you just bypassing the Ravens?
You're going to forecast that they get to the championship.
Yeah, because they're bypassing the Ravens
versus Baltimore.
Yeah.
Wow. So Lamar Jackson wasn't impressive enough. You just going to bypass them. They barely beat the Colts now.
The Colts came back and had a good game. Uncle Phil tried his best, but it's not gonna happen.
Next up on the NFC side, we saw the Buccaneers take on the Washington football team.
Congratulate, hey Washington! I was surprised. I didn't think the defense was going to slow down Tom Brady that much.
What you mean?
I mean,
He scored 31 points. They put
No. At the beginning of the game, though, it was a pretty close game for most of it.
At the beginning of the game,
for most of it, it was like what was it? Halftime. 18?
So you want to give Washington defense credit, but you don't want to give Baker any credit. Okay, I see where this is going.
I mean, first of all, slowing up Tom Brady is not really
Hey, I'm just giving them some credit. Tom Brady did
insurmountable feat.
That's like holding Michael Jordan to 20 points. That's not.
Tom Brady did his thing. Congratulations. He's not going to get out of his second round either. So
Here's the game that I was really upset about.
What?
EA, this broke my heart, and I don't understand why this happened. How the hell did the Rams beat the Seattle Seahawks? My guy, who I thought was one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL, wet the bed, man.
Well, he's been wetting the bed. The Seahawks themselves have been kind of wetting the bed all season long.
This whole letting Russ cook thing, he been burning the kitchen up.
By the way, breaking news: Brian Schottenheimer, the offense coordinator for the Seahawks,
Fired
has been fired. Apparently, he cannot get along with Pete Carroll.
I thought Pete Carroll the one who should be gone.
Why is that?
Is
Is that your things where you want to get rid of coaches because
you shouldn't talk? You shouldn't talk. You shouldn't talk.
Why are you coach killing? Well,
You shouldn't talk. You want to get rid of every coach that come through Dallas.
What coach have I wanted?
Well,
I didn't want to get
Garrett on.
I didn't want to
Mike Nolan on.
Listen, I didn't want to get rid of Garrett until the last 2 seasons.
Thank you, Vosh. Don't.
True.
Yeah,
I was on. I didn't start be on the Garrett bandwagon or to get him fired was not until within the last 2 seasons.
boy.
yeah.
All right, we'll talk about
Yeah,
that.
we'll go.
Anyway,
We'll
but
do
no.
that later.
Anyway, so
Why you coach killing though?
Yeah,
Because I think it's time. He's been there. He's been there how long?
since 2010,
2010.
and he's won a Super Bowl.
He's won.
Took him to 2 Super Bowls.
He took him
and
2
won
Super
one.
Bowls.
Should have won 2.
He would have won it if didn't tell his offense coordinator to run
Right.
the ball.
They beat Peyton Manning. They lost to Tom Brady. And what have they done since?
No, I think they went back to an NFC championship.
They've been competing. Let's
Yeah.
not. I mean, and they have a quarterback, so let's not.
They just
act
lost to a wild card team.
Let's not
That
act like
team-
they're the Dallas Cowboys, Walt.
Well, hold on. That was a damn good team. That team was talented to go to the Super Bowl.
Well, which one?
The Seahawks.
And so is
Not oh, time on. At the beginning of the season, yes, but
We
towards-
were talking about Russell
I know,
Wilson's
but
MVP.
did you not see? Have you not noticed that Russell Wilson throughout the year, throughout the season, his stock fell sharply. He wasn't playing as well. They had a few of those games were pretty close. Now they did get a 12-4 record. That was great for them. But there were some rumors or rumblings that hey, Seattle has some problems.
They
came out in this game, and you know what's more upsetting for you? The Rams had their backup quarterback in. Jared Goff was the backup with a broken thumb. They had to put him in the game, and he won it for them.
I know. That's what makes it more
Actually,
disrespectful.
it was more the Rams defense.
I was just about to say that. Like,
it was
y'all,
more
are we
disrespectful.
really gonna count that defense,
Sassy Ramsey and Aaron Donald kind of.
bro? Like the 2 dudes you actually gave money to actually
They did more
performed.
than- they
Breaking
did their job.
news: somebody you paid actually performed.
And was that you or I think it was Billy last week? I was saying, man, if you pay attention to Jalen Ramsey, he shut a lot of people down this season. He shut a lot of people down.
Isn't he all pro?
Oh, he better be.
He is. I think he's all pro.
Yeah, all pro, and he gets paid for it.
He shut. They had a list of people who he shut down. He only held like
Yes.
Metcalf was one. Amari Cooper was another one. DeAndre Hopkins got some of that. All the top receivers he shut down. He may have held them like 2 or 3
Every
catches.
time he gets a pet, he snaps his finger.
And see that's what the problem was on was it Saturday? Sunday. On Sunday.
Couldn't DK Metcalf couldn't do nothing. with it.
And that's where I was going with that, arguing with knuckleheads on Twitter about DK Metcalf being one of the best 5 no. You're only as good as your quarterback, bro, when it comes to, playoff football.
And
Because if
Russell
he can't
was-
get you to rock, then your ass ain't doing nothing, especially against an elite cornerback. So hang it up, flat screen, when it comes to, he's going to carry us in the playoffs. No, I don't want to hear that, especially when the head of the snake can't even, get 99 out of his face. Like, really? Aaron Donald.
No, I don't think the Rams are gonna travel to Green Bay, and that's gonna be a tough one. The Rams might have an opportunity here. I don't know how Jared Goff's health
Opportunity
is
for what?
being the Packers.
If you can get to
And they lost their left tackles out for the year.
Devontae. So he's about Lane.
Bakhtari.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then Lane is gone too. Lane, Oklahoma State guy, who's been in that organization for like the last 7-8 years.
So that's that's prime.
Lane Taylor, I'm talking
That's
about.
right for a Rams upset there if they can get to Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. And then of course they have the recipe for beating a team like that because 99 pretty much handling the whole line, and then you got a corner on the back end who can take care of your elite number one
They're
wide
not going to
receiver.
do anything offensively because Jared Goff, it's in the cold, and he welts in the cold, apparently. He's a California boy. So I'm just saying, we'll see. It's
Shout
going to
out
be a
to
great
Zach
game.
Morris.
It's going to be a great game.
I was thinking that too.
Yeah, shout out to Zach Morris, the California boy.
Governor Morris, as he is in the new reboot.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
He and Kelly are the first governor and first lady.
Hanging
and
up.
And then they send their son, Mac, to Bayside because he's formed all the schools.
And then
together.
don't tell me Mac is getting with the chick, the star girl that's on.
I don't know who he's getting with.
Oh, okay.
But Slater and Jesse are like the counselor and head coach. The coach.
I thought he was the principal.
No, the principal's so random, dude.
Hey, what's going on here?
Not him. It's another guy.
No, okay.
Screech isn't back, and they didn't bring Lisa back.
No,
either.
she's gonna be back.
She's gonna be back?
They said
Okay.
They're gonna bring
Lisa's
her.
coming back.
Yeah, they
They
got
said
her
that-
skin together.
they
She's
said-
gonna be all right.
We're just trying to wait for her to fill her prescription.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, what's next?
Last up, we got Saints and Buccaneers. I'm sorry, not Saints and Buccaneers. Saints and the Bears.
I went to sleep on that one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
you
was
probably
kinda-
did.
Yeah,
This was
no,
pretty
but Drew
much
Brees did his thing. I'm telling you right now. The bigger thing is you got Brees and Brady, two old quarterbacks going at it tomorrow next week. That's gonna be epic.
So y'all
Well-
did see the meme that
I
Brady
did.
posted
I did. They have
of the old man.
So here, the Victor goes is spoiled because from what I hear, everybody's hyping up Buccaneers, Packers. Everybody wants to see Aaron Rodgers versus Tom Brady for this final thing. They think this will be the last hurrah. This will be the one and only chance to see him, and this is what everybody's calling for. Brady.
I got
Brady
six.
versus Rodgers here.
I said
and I was like, well, we don't need to hop the gun here. The Packers do need to beat the Rams, okay? Let's not hop the gun.
Yeah, but it's gonna be Saints.
So you're saying the Saints are gonna win?
Breeze, this is Bree's final journey. Let's go.
And yeah, that's what we're here. Breeze's retirement after this.
Yeah, right.
Is Breeze even healthy?
Yes, he did pretty good in the game.
Okay, so they need to do a little bit less Taysom and a lot more 9 because I'm tired of seeing that dude.
Their defense did well against the Bears, but again, it was Mitch Trubisky.
Well, I hear
and again, it was damn Bears.
They were talking about it the other night. They were saying that Sean Payton really likes Jameis. He likes what he's been doing, and they want to sign Jameis. They want Jameis to be back next year.
To do what?
If Drew Brees retire, I guess he's gonna be the next quarterback.
Just you mean QB2?
They say he's gonna be number one QB.
Yeah, okay. Because even the Saints Twitter account didn't even recognize Jameis as QB2. So yeah, I'm not trying to hear that bullshit.
But they got Taysom Hill as number 2.
Hold on, what was the other game?
That's it.
Wait, there has to be another game.
There is no other
Is
game.
that why I'm not remembering it? Because there's not another
There's
game?
no other game.
You make one up. Go ahead.
Chiefs and the Browns. Chiefs and the Browns play.
We'll talk about it.
With Ravens and Bills play, and then you got Rams, Packers, and Buccaneers, Saints.
telling you, Patrick Mahomes is about to just steal it all.
You know what's funny? I was thinking to myself, what if the Browns were to pull this off?
No, they're not going to. But if any team does take down the Bill, it would be the Bills. I think Bills would have the.
But that's not an upset.
Yeah, it is.
I'm talking about what if the Browns would have upset the
Do
Chiefs?
you know when the last time the Bills were relevant?
I think,
Yeah, Monday Night Football against the Dallas Cowboys.
No,
and the Dallas
even
Cowboys
before that. Even before that.
It was around the same time our team was a
Yeah.
little irrelevant.
We were the reason why the Cowboys, the reason why the Bills aren't irrelevant now. They're doing Josh Allen's doing things. You know what I heard? Josh Allen beat Jim Kelly's touchdown record.
Jim Kelly.
I was like, what?
Yeah, stuff like that. I mean, if you look at it though, I think that if any team advances at least to the conference championship or at least to Tampa, that's where the Super Bowl will be held. I think it'll be Aaron Rodgers because I think he's long overdue. He has the weapons.
And he doesn't have Mike McCarthy anymore.
He has the weapons, and I think that, and playing in the North, I think the next game will be home in Green Bay.
It is. They got the number 1 overall seed. So.
So they're playing against the Rams.
That's-
All you gotta do is get past them, and then you kind of have you'll be a little bit more comfortable in your situation.
Chuck Pagano retired as Bears defensive coordinator, as I'm being told here.
They need somebody. Their defense. I don't know what happened to their defense. I mean, they had Khalil Mack. They had a really good defense, and then they kind of really didn't get anything together.
Devontae Freeman signed
Robert
to
Quinn.
the Bills. getting it. I'm
Devontae
getting
Freeman.
Yeah, that's
The running back,
Devontae
Freeman.
Yeah.
The running back.
Somebody's updating me with this right now
Okay.
Well, why are they getting him now?
because they need running.
Oh, that's right. Because like right now you can add teams to the playoff roster and all that other shit. So yeah, no, I get that. But I don't see the Bills just running all over the place like that.
I'm
You
telling
just
you
need
right.
like a serviceable run.
I'm still thinking, regardless. You look at the playoff picture right now. I think the Chiefs really. It's just Chiefs and the Chiefs. If it's Chiefs Packers, by the way, in Tampa, that'd be awesome because that's a old school throwback to win the first Super Bowl.
So it can be Chiefs or the Ravens. I guess everybody's looking for Chiefs, Ravens, and then on the other side be Packers, Buccaneers. If it all comes down to it.
Chiefs, it's Chiefs Bills. The Ravens have no shot. Lamar Jackson will fail in Buffalo.
Is there any chance? Is there any chance that the Bucks can host a playoff game?
No.
Host the title game?
No,
knowing that the Super Bowl is there in the following 2 weeks.
Are they the fifth? Or are they they're a fifth seed?
I don't know seeding. I'm not looking at seeding. Right now.
Okay. Well, it matters. That's the only way.
Right.
Yeah. The only way it'll happen is, let's say the
Bucks are a wild card team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Bucks.
Never mind.
They would have to beat. The Rams would have to beat the Rams are the Packers, and then the Bucks would have to beat the Saints.
Yeah.
So it is
And
possible.
then that way there'll be back-to-back games at Raymond James. Think about that.
You think that's impressive?
That really is impressive, though.
It ain't gonna happen.
Let's take a break. When we come back, it's time to talk basketball. We got to figure out what the Mavs are doing and what the hell
Lockdown.
is going on with the NBA.
Lockdown
And
coming.
then we got to figure out just where in the hell
You're about to be sad.
is Kyrie Irving.
You're about to be sad.
Why am I about to
Your
be sad?
favorite sport's about to be locked down.
They're not locking the NBA down.
It's
Above the Rim here next on DallasOnAir.com.
In the middle of the pack when you start talking about the Magic as a team. You know, it's an interesting point. It's early in the season.
And Orlando's trying to bounce back from a 132-90 loss in Houston last night. It was a very difficult night. They start this game off with a Nikola Vucevic jump shot. Three-point shot is on. That's Tim Hardaway Jr., but that one doesn't connect. Now here's Aaron Gordon after the advance pass up the right side by rookie Cole Anthony. And in the paint, Aaron Gordon.
Cauley Stein could catch it without being bothered.
From North Carolina, that's rookie Cole Anthony, and he scores.
That's a good point.
Trial by fire.
32% from the floor so far this year for Anthony in 9 games, averaging 9 points. Vucevic in the paint.
He went to the left hand with the jump hook that time.
Meanwhile, Orlando started the game 4 for 4. A double team on Luka way out of the floor. He gave it up to Cauley Stein. Then the ball moved along from Kleba to Hardaway, and Hardaway drives and scores in the paint.
No matter what we think, though.
First team foul on Orlando, and all's well that ends well because Luka goes right back to that same drive down the lane to score.
That Kleba defense was outstanding on the initial block.
Luka forced out to the wing, but then is able to adjust his drive, got inside, digs out a rebound of his own, miss, and a great roll and a foul. At 27.6, 19th in rebounds, 6th in assists per game.
That's MVP worthy.
First lead tonight for Dallas. Don't keep it very long, though. Vucevic ties the game.
That close to the basket, he's going to pull the trigger, and an excellent shooter from the perimeter.
Putting it down, Luka lobs it. Cauley Stein.
That's great. Together on defense when they're getting easy putbacks on offense.
Already 3 assists for Luka, and man, does Vucevic look really comfortable shooting his mid-range J's tonight.
Because he's capable of hitting that shot consistently.
To the tune of 4 for 5 tonight. Again, that big double team on Luka. Ball inside, then back outside. Hardaway on the money.
Good look for Trey Burke. First shot.
Vucevic blocked by Dwight Powell.
Not that.
Oh, nice.
And James Johnson, a change of direction drive to the basket and a foul.
He's one of those guys you got to pay attention to because he can get hot.
This is 3rd game of the year. Missed the first 7 games due to a hamstring and calf injury as Burke connects again.
Keep shooting him, bud.
He is 1 for 1 this year and 1 for 3 in his career.
Let 10 go tonight.
Beautiful.
Wow, what a pass. Luka right back into the game. That deflection by a 1-2 certainly helped things in terms of putting Orlando in bad spots. But Dwight Powell in a really good spot. Ball fake and to the basket for a rim runner. Steve Clifford really prides himself on defense as a coach in his Charlotte days and with Orlando. They've given up 8 of 11 in the paint to Dallas, but the Mavs this time, instead of taking it into the paint, will launch from deep, and it's Luka. It was that tweener shot, which you don't want.
Off the dribble, just randomly.
Back to traditional man-to-man here, and a strong move made by Kim Birch.
Yeah, Birch using that strength that you're talking about.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the way Jonathan Isaac carries himself, too.
Nice. 3 to beat the shot clock. That's Hardaway. Had it blocked out of bounds. Vucevic has just returned a moment ago for Orlando. And Vooch working down low, jump hook.
Well, his patience, that possession.
And we were there covering it for Fox, and I just love to hear the stuff Vucevic was saying about how much Dirk meant to him as Cole Anthony gets the shot up and misses.
Taking a tumble is Kleba, and the ball falls for Vucevic, who scores inside.
Gave up a layup instead.
Now Kleba looking for his first basket tonight, and it's a three-pointer.
Automatic.
Not. Josh Richardson, Dorian Finney-Smith, and Jalen Brunson in health and safety protocols. Wes Iwundu, Josh Green, both getting some run tonight as Dwayne Bacon goes inside to score.
In a timely manner, the Mavericks without 3 of their players, if you hadn't heard.
And another drive with some sizzle for Bacon. And he's going to the special place, it looks like tonight, guys.
Thank you, Cat. You all right over here? Is that your shot?
Yeah.
That's your shot. Okay.
Pretty shot.
Shoot your shot, huh?
Yeah.
Shoot your shot. Feel it right here.
Shout out to Lindsay.
Why? Oh, shoot your shot.
Yeah.
Vosh.
Yo.
You like basketball? I see you got your Mavericks mask out there.
It's all right.
Mavericks game was postponed this past Monday night. Just looking forward to.
And it's still kind of now we know it's on.
They're on the plane. They're in Charlotte. They're in Charlotte.
Jordan's time.
Okay, yeah. So, from my understanding, they did this whole deal earlier where they tried to figure out where the contract tracing is coming from. They narrowed it down. EA, it's coming from locker rooms and players going out. You know, doing extracurricular activities.
I don't think they needed any contact tracers.
Well, they were thinking that was coming from the court and the basketball. They're like, no, it's not coming from that.
It's coming from them going to those strip clubs.
Right. But, you know, I'm thinking like, for me, I was thinking like, well, how are these players tested positive is before they hit the court, they're getting a test. And the test is supposed to tell you right then if you're positive or not. So see, it's going back to this whole false negative and false positive thing.
Well, here's the thing. So, you know the rapid tests they use?
Yeah.
The rapid tests, they're good, but they're good for like, hey, for quick, because they're quick, but they're not as reliable because, again, it takes a while for the virus. The best test to get is the one where you get it up your nose and the lab test. That's the one you need to get, but that takes forever to get. It takes about 2 days, I think, for us poor people. For those rich basketball players, I'm sure it comes a little quicker, right, Thomas?
Comes quicker. I can't subscribe to that.
You may can't choke them.
No, but I'm not actually sure how fast it would be administered to millionaires out there,
because
when billionaires are paying for it.
Well, wouldn't you agree wouldn't you want to, if you're wanting to make sure your NBA is safe and you want to get the product on the court, why don't you pay for the reliable tests? You know, the good tests. Why are they using the 15-minute, hey?
But see, the 15-minute may be the way to go, especially if you just want negative tests. So if you just want to say, hey, cosmetically, we're negative in the NBA, then you can go the cheap route and say, well, you know, where we are at least keeping safe. Our numbers are like 4% type shit versus the $17 stars that came up positive this week.
Oh, right. Yeah, I saw that. So it's kind of a sobering moment because everyone said, remember during the bubble, the NBA was like the best at it. Like we had no tests at all. The only one
when they're doing the bubble, they did because everybody was confined in one area.
Yeah, and remember how strict they got on that one dude who got that contact? He hooked up with the contact tracer.
How you gonna bang the chick that's administering the test, sir? But by the way, good damn move.
Yeah. Yeah.
But the bubble worked because they were in one confined area.
We need another bubble.
You can't do another bubble though.
There's no way you can do
another bubble. You're not gonna be able to keep them players. First off, it's too many teams.
First off, mini
bubbles.
Okay, SpongeBob, tell us how your bubbles work.
So basically, tell players stay at home. They can only go and then if any player, you put this out, if any player is caught that went outside their house for something other than basketball related or family thing, if they went to a club or they did something they're not supposed to, then you issue
James Harden.
You put a huge fine on their ass,
like they did James Harden, and they're about to do to Kyrie.
Bigger than what they're doing, enough to where even the superstars like, fuck, okay, man, you stay home.
You cannot tell a superstar that.
If you want to keep this season alive,
okay,
no, because they're gonna sit there and this chick is texting you like, come over, come get it. And he like, man, say, look, I got enough money to cover the fine, so I'm good.
Listen,
that's what the risk is.
You know what you do? Okay, before we get into this thing, you have all the basketball players get all their side chicks and get them tested.
No.
You get them tested.
Whoa, you don't ever put all your side chicks in one area.
You get them tested.
Bill Bellamy didn't know how to be a player.
Okay,
or one
he
of them.
He had to sneak around.
Listen, you pick your best two. You pick your best two.
No.
And your wife.
No, this is a terrible idea. No.
That's a good point,
Yeah, you get the best two.
Fellas, pick your best two side chicks.
And then you get your wife.
You're going to find out that both of them are the worst.
And then you put them near each other, and then you you get them tested.
No, this is a terrible idea.
You get them tested, and so they're clear, and you're clear. So you get your phone.
Hey, man, number one rule to being a player is the wife and the side chick ain't supposed to know about each other.
It's pandemic.
They're not supposed to.
It's pandemic time. We making sacrifices.
They're not supposed to be in. They're not supposed to be.
Work, dog.
Oh wow.
That's what that guy did.
Sacrifices got to be made, huh?
That's what that guy did in the Buffalo. He's like, well, I can't sneak anyone in here. I'll just get her.
Damn.
Wow. So what was it? I think Kevin and I was saying there's gonna be a lot of people that they're hired as chefs who ain't really chefs for the week.
Maybe this is our new chef.
Masseuse is supposed to be masseuse.
Her name's Veronica. I don't know what she cooks, but she cooks something. So get in there.
But the Mavericks, we were also touted to see the return of KP, and we know you were looking forward to that, Vosh, because you've been very critical of his missing games and things like that.
He kills coaches. You kill KP.
I kill KP for a good reason. He doesn't. I mean, he's not showing up with Luka. He's not. He's not
the Sean Lee of the Mavs.
He's not even Sean Lee. Like he sells me so much hope, and at the same time, he's so not available.
Is he Greg Oden?
No, he's not. He's not there yet. But he's headed that way. Especially for a 7-footer. With lower body
statue,
but lower body extremities, especially if he wants to play the guard position like Kevin Durant.
I think KP's gonna be ready. I think by the way, temper your expectations because he's just coming back, but I think he's ready to go. I'm excited. I don't foresee any problems like Tovash does, so we'll see. One of us has to be right. I say he's going to be a Hall of Famer. He's going to retire next year.
I mean, I'm a Hall of Famer in basketball. Like, we're all Hall of Famers in here. The damn dog over there is a Hall of Famer in basketball. Like,
I can't think of the last 7-footer that went out of the game on his own, except Dirk. Dirk was probably the last one.
To do what?
Who went out without injury?
Tim Duncan?
Oh, yeah. Well, Tim Duncan's not really qualified as a 7-footer.
What is he?
He's like 6'10", 6'11". I mean, it's close, but
Dave Robinson went out. Shaq went out.
How did Dave Robinson go out?
He was old. He just couldn't do it no more.
Yeah, that's a little bit different from what we see chronically with KP.
Well, that's what I'm saying. But I'm saying like Yao Ming had to go because his foot
But he blew out his Achilles. I was at he blew out his ACL. I was at that game.
Yeah. So, but it's just got to a point. I'm just saying a 7-footer where they just walk off.
Yeah.
But Dirk will probably be the last one. But before Dirk. By the way, everybody else went out.
If the Mavericks do need an extra player to come in, Dirk's probably.
No, he's not.
Call Dirk up.
No, he's not on the roster, sir. He's officially retired. But yeah. So looks like from what I saw, it looks like we got Luka, THJ, Awunda, Bay, Terry, Boban.
They got a chick on the court.
Cauley Stein. No, what? Tyler Bay.
Oh, Bay.
Yeah.
not Bay, but Bay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Not Dorian. I'm sorry. Bobby, Cauley Stein, and I feel like I'm missing something.
KP?
Yeah, KP. That's it.
I mean, that's doable. Hopefully they can beat the Hornets this time. And
I don't know about that.
Hopefully. Again, I said hopefully.
They struggle against teams that push that run up and down the court, that push the pace.
Don't worry, Luka's back.
He was on the court when they pushed the pace.
No, that was a different Luka. This is a new Luka.
Yeah. Okay.
You see that? You see that game against the Nuggets?
Well, the Denver Nuggets play slow. You see? Did you see? He couldn't keep up with little. I finna say Lonzo, little LaMelo. Little LaMelo's running him all over the place. But that's my point with why I like him and Lonzo. When they give up the ball, they move around. It's hard to guard them because they don't stay in one spot. You got to keep your eyes on the swivel when you guard them.
I didn't know we had LeVar, but we had LeVar in here.
I ain't know we had Mr. Ball. So how's it going?
I tell you what, you put my son on the court right now, he gonna win. I guarantee it. I bet you.
He been guaranteeing it for the last 5 years.
And anything he said a lot?
I mean,
anything he said a lot?
Never lost. And all y'all out there are taking losses.
Yeah.
And he pretty much is spitting on.
Listen, he's 2 for 3. I mean, he missed all that.
No, he's 3 for 3, sir.
All
3 of his sons were NBA players at some point.
No, but he said
one of them now is in the G League.
Yeah.
Right now, NBA player, sir.
Okay.
Don't shit on that.
I think he's 2 for 3. But
it don't matter. He didn't miss. He didn't miss with LaMelo.
That's
that boy there. That's a nice basketball player.
Angelo.
Right yeah.
Jello. Yeah.
Jello. Yeah. Jello is the black sheep. Can I ask you a question? If the Nets are playing a game today, they played a nice game with KD. What shouldn't his partner, Mr. Kyrie Irving, instead of being on a Zoom call with celebrities, and I believe he was on a Zoom call with Miranda for some reason from Sex and the City. That's what I saw on Twitter.
Trial?
I think so. That's what I saw on the Twitter. It could be fake. But why is Kyrie Irving not on the Nets?
I told you this was going to happen. I told you before the season started. That team, it will only last as long as Kyrie is willing to.
And it's funny. It's Kyrie trying to get Kevin Durant. And he's like, I'm out.
We all seen this coming with Kyrie. I'm just hating that he's doing it to Steve Nash. But
yeah, that's the part that really pisses me off.
I really, but I think Steve Nash will pretty much play to Kyrie's play in his corner and support his guy. I think that Steve Nash kind of learned from Steve Kerr on how to coach, players who are kind of close to your age and relate to them. He can learn a lot from Kyrie right now and how to relate to your players. Draymond Green is basically what Kyrie is to Steve Nash in the early stage.
The only thing I know I can learn from Kyrie Irving is about flat Earth, but that's about it.
He's a truther, but see, the thing is right now, Kyrie is going through some other mental type shit.
Is he?
And
because I saw
that's the beauty of coaching, though.
But is he going through mental stuff, or is he just being a?
No, he's been a dick right now. He's been a straight asshole.
Well, hold on. It says Kyrie Irving appears to have attended a virtual event for Manhattan District Attorney candidate Tahani Abshui at 7:00. The Nets tipped off against the Nuggets and Barclays at 7:30.
Yeah, and that's why they said I think he's with that Miranda girl. I think she's the redhead one. And she's into politics and stuff in New York, and so
Kim Cattrall is
no, that's Kim. She's Samantha. Miranda's the redhead one.
Miranda is Cynthia Nixon. There we go.
The redhead one.
So
that's not like no damn Kyrie Irving.
She ran. She ran.
Like they trying to be funny.
What?
So there's it don't look like him. But I could be wrong.
But I mean, he's not reporting. Is the thing. He's burning sage in stadiums, and he's not reporting.
And what we've heard is he went to a birthday party for something.
No, first he started off and said they were asked why he went. He said I didn't feel like playing.
Yeah, but then he had family issues. He can't
do that.
No, he said he had personal issues.
Okay, and then he showed up at a birthday party. On
camera. That's a couple days later. But the fact that you're gonna tell the organization why you're not at a game because I didn't feel like playing.
Somebody said this fool Kyrie is in the NBA, but he's trying to work remotely from home.
Yeah,
I was tripping on that.
I love it.
But I mean, it's true though. Like, I mean, he's being insubordinate. You gotta go
why?
to work,
What happened? I want to know. Like,
I'm telling you right now.
Yes, Kevin Durant.
Boston fans got in his head so bad. They fucked him up so bad. He's carrying that shit over to his next. His next.
I think it goes back deeper than that. I think the LeBron thing fucked him up.
That's a point.
That's
too.
the start. That's the starting.
What kind
point.
of weak ass individual is
he
that?
wasn't like that at Duke. I mean, he was physically weak because he was broken then. But
I don't want to, give a guy any bad thing about me because I know mental health is a big issue. I stand for that. That's one of my things that I believe mental health issues.
I think he's using his crutch to me. I'm sorry.
I think I know what it is.
But I want to know what it is.
I think I know what it is.
What is it?
It's a female.
Kalani fucked him up. Kalani
bro.
Kalani.
Listen, I forgot about that too.
Who's Kalani?
She's a singer.
She was on the Cardi B "You Don't Hit My Line No More" song. But you don't make it ring. You heard the song.
But there's always that one chick in a dude's life that will just like.
Is she like Yoko Ono?
Somewhere else.
Yeah, she cheated on him or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Bro, listen, Kalani messed this dude up, bro, because when she was in his world, it was round. And then when she left, that shit flat down like a damn COVID curve, bro. So I mean, come on.
Now here's
females will do that to you sometimes.
That's Kalani.
Over her?
What you doing?
Yeah, for real.
What are you doing right now?
No, she's okay, but I'm saying it's like that. Like you shouldn't get upset.
She would destroy you, EA. Like mentally, bro. She would destroy you. I don't care how bad you can dribble.
Wonder Woman might, but not her.
Wonder Woman ain't got nothing.
And not the cat.
Well, let me guess. She got a fat ass, right? According to you, Wonder Woman.
No,
or she got a nice body.
Linda Carter has a better body than.
No, she doesn't. Gal Gadot's fucking.
Wow, Kalani really did fuck him up.
I love
about it. Think about it.
Kalani fucked him up.
Okay, well, regardless of who fucked who what up, he's a fucking NBA star. Why is a fucking girl getting in his head? Guys, he can get any fucking girl on the planet.
That's not how it works, bro.
But he can.
That's not you. You wouldn't even, if a girl break up with you.
If I was a millionaire, my
it don't work like
God,
that.
I would just break more hearts than anybody.
You sure?
Yes.
That's gonna be one that will get you.
No,
like how y'all think money just because you got money that means you can get you.
All these elitist men walking around. Yeah, my dick is long, bro. No, you can. There will be one female that's gonna break you.
Yes.
She gonna break you, bro.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's coming. If you haven't been broken down, you'll be broken later in life, bro.
Listen.
Trust me. Holler at me. I will be a
y'all
therapist.
get sour puss off a broke female. So what you mean if you got money?
Not me.
Man, please. Man, please. Man, please.
Then again, I've never been in love, so we'll see.
He was in love with Kalani.
I've had love hurts.
Destroyed it.
I've had love hurts though. It doesn't matter. I think Kyrie is ruining the KD. KD must really hate him.
No, KD says he supports what Kyrie.
He says that.
What Kyrie is doing.
I'm just saying.
Kyrie's
the one who recruited him to the Nets, and now all of a sudden it's like
but his boy's giving him time.
Okay, we'll see.
I mean, all you need is time to get over that chick.
I just know that King James over there doesn't have any problems. So he's smooth.
No, we'd have got rid of Kyrie.
By the way, I saw your trailer that you and Mr. James have put out for Space Jam 2.
Yeah.
It's gonna be it just kind of showed like him and Bugs Bunny promoting something.
Yeah,
it was weird, but okay.
Bugs Bunny's old teammate got it done though. Back to you.
We about to get it done too.
Is Bugs still tapping Lola?
I hope. Maybe. Wow. I don't know if there's any other female characters in.
Just trying to see
that are bunnies.
I haven't heard from Lola in a minute. I mean, Bugs.
Yeah, I haven't seen Lola in any kind of thing since that.
Space Lola Bunny. If you're out there, at @Tobias10 on Twitter.
Okay, you telling me where they can find you at?
You can follow me at EA Sports DFW, and of course we do it for the gram. EOZOT60.
Do you want me to tell Kalani to follow you?
Wait, Kalani. Wait, is she a rapper?
Yes.
Okay. I think I know her song. Okay?
You do know her song.
Yeah. She did the I Need a Gangster.
Whatever it is,
she was on Suicide Squad. Okay. And it was when Joker got Harley Quinn to jump in and they started playing Kalani's
song. That song, yes.
Yeah, that is Kalani.
I know Kalani.
That is Kalani.
Now you know her now because
I've been thinking about naming my next kid. I've been thinking about if I have a daughter naming her Kalani, another daughter naming her Kalani. That's a pretty name to me.
Colossal.
Where can they find you?
No, not me. Mr. Handsome Devil was going to tell the women, and because of the Me Too movement, I had to say where the men.
He already did it, but
@Tobias10. No,
we didn't give us Instagram though.
Lola Bunny @Tobias10. You can find me.
Kalani,
bring your ears to Kalani. Stay away from me. Tobias Hatcher.
Put that Kyrie Irving on him.
I don't need that kind of heartbreak anymore in my life. And so yeah. I mean, and Saturday.
Woo! Dodgeball.
The Dodge Bowl is coming to AT&T Stadium.
What's the Dodge Bowl?
By the way, that's that big white building across from the Walmart and the discount tire and the Jack in the Box.
They can something like Randall Miller or something.
Todd Dodge, the former head coach of Southlake Carroll, who's now the current head coach at Austin Westlake, is going against his son, Riley Dodge, the current head coach at Southlake Carroll. It's a family affair.
What time Cedar Hill playing?
6 hours before that.
Okay.
1 p.m. on Saturday.
Yeah, that's how they treated your school. They said, we're going to put you in the early game.
Yeah, I got
and
that.
you got the night game is Southlake Carroll.
Carroll got flexed down to the 7 o'clock game.
So we can get this game over with early, get back, get ready for.
You want to make a bet?
To get ready for the winner.
Because I just want to see you suffer.
Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is your high school playing? Why would I bet with somebody whose high school isn't even playing?
I got you $40. No, 20.
Oh.
Tough times.
Hey,
tough times.
Hey, I got that goo up now. What you want to do?
No, $20. $20. That Katie beats the hell out of Cedar Hill.
See, here's the reason. Here's the thing about betting with you. You don't pay up on your bets. So
you
got
that was a doctor's orders.
No. You still haven't even eaten your wings yet.
That was doctor's orders.
Yeah, whatever.
Where are those wings?
Yeah, I ate them. I ate mine, but he never ate his.
No, I'm telling you right now, cash, I'll pay you back. I'm not going to
pay you back.
I'm not going to lose. Katie going to beat that Cedar, whatever y'all's mascot is.
Longhorn, sir.
Whatever, copycat.
TTHL. Turn those horns loose.
Hey, guess what? Let's go Katie. I don't know what their is either, but go Katie. Houston. They're from the Houston area. Let's go.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
They're not really from the Houston area.
You ought to be ashamed of yourself.
This is how bad I want Cedar Hill to lose. I'm repping a Houston.
You gonna hate on a school? Really?
Yeah.
That's how bad. That's how much
you.
Okay.
Because of you.
Hey, Cat's from still here too. You gonna hate on Cat?
Cat went there. What didn't you say you only went there for like a year?
Like my entire life.
Yeah.
Oh, I think you went.
That's it. She's still there.
Oh, sorry.
Right now.
Cat, sorry, your school's going down too.
Cat be up at the skating rink and everything. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's going to be a sad, sad day when you come in here on Monday morning crying and all that because your Cedar Hill Longhorns got demolished.
We getting dubs right now. We handing out L's. We ain't just whooping them. We handing out L's.
The only game that matters is this: the Southlake Carroll versus Austin Westlake. That's the only game that people care about. And I know Riley. I played against him. And when I say play against him, I was on the sideline watching him kick.
There you go. That's exactly. I'm glad you said
Throwing
that.
up all over the place.
But I was 5 feet within him, and I did shake his hand when we was in the good game.
This fool.
Where can we find you?
You can find me at Just the Advocate on Twitter. You can follow me, watch this on Facebook. You can follow the show at It Is Business on Twitter. You can follow the show on Facebook, It Is Business DFW, and of course for the gram, best.for.business DFW. Yeah, I guess we'll be back here Thursday night. We want to thank EA for finally showing up in 2021.
This is your first show.
This is your first show of 2020.
You okay? Are you okay?
That AM station has me, double booked sometimes.
I heard you work for KHVN now, Heaven 97.
I wish.
We want to thank Kat over there on the ones and twos for doing a great job. But yeah, we'll be back here Thursday night. Like we always say, always do what's best for business. And if we don't see you around, then we'll see you around.